Hello guys, in this video we are going to create WhatsApp clone by using latest version of Angular. We will create the UI of the WhatsApp. So let's start. I will create the WhatsApp clone from the scratch. So this video is for beginners as well as for advanced users as well. If you want to revise your concepts, you can watch this video, or if you are a beginner, you can also watch. This will help all of the audience. So So I will try to adopt all of the best practices that I mostly use in my own projects. So we will use the GitHub repository as well along with the project. So every change we will try to keep pushing the commits so that you can also see the history of the progress of this project. So first of all, I am going to create a new repository from here. I will also post the link of this repository on the YouTube video so that you can get it from there after watching the video. So let's name this repository as WhatsApp clone in Angular. Okay, so let's add, okay, click on the create repository. Okay, now we have the repository available. We can use it to clone. So let's clone this repository. I know that there is nothing in this repository, but this will at least create an empty folder, but also it will create the .git folder as well that is mostly hidden. So this will set up everything for me to start using the GitHub and Git in this project. Git clone. Okay, now here we have the folder. I'm going to enter into this folder. Now I will open the VS Code by using this command. Okay, so before we proceed, we have to open some images of the WhatsApp web version so that we can follow it for development. WhatsApp web. So this is the view for the main page of the WhatsApp web version. So I'm trying to find HD image. So yeah, this is HD, but there are no contacts in the sidebar. So let's keep looking. Mm. Okay. Okay, next we need to set up the Angular project. But before we proceed, uh, please like, share, and comment my video. And also, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the web bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. Let me check the Angular version. Okay, Angular is already installed and the Angular version is 10, so we can use it. So let's create the project ng new WhatsApp clone. So this is how we create a new project in Angular by using Angular CLI. So it was asking me, do you want to add Angular routing? I typed yes because we need Angular routing as well. And also now it is asking us that which style sheet format would you like to use? I always use the SCSS so that I could use SAS. So it is installing all of the packages. It also has created a new folder, but we don't need a new folder. So I will move all of these files back to the root directory after installation is done. It's still installing packages. Okay. Now installation is done and we have all of the files. Now we want to move all of these files back to the root directory because we don't need another extra folder. So I moved all of the file out of the that new folder and now I will delete it because this is an empty folder and we don't need it. Angular is installed and all files are in the right place. Now it's time to start the server. So for that you have to run ng serve minus o. So that will start the server and will open the server link in your browser automatically. All right, Angular starter app is ready and it is working on the URL now in the local server. So from here we can start building the WhatsApp clone. So first of all, we have to remove everything that is in this view. So for that, go to the source directory, go to the app directory, and go to the app component.html. And from here, select all and remove everything. We don't need anything. Actually, let's keep router outlet and remove everything else. Okay, now we have the router outlet, but nothing else. After that, you will see everything is gone from the UI. And okay, let's plan what we need to do. So, so normally in the layout, we we have a header, the green header, and we have the content. And okay, so we need to create these two boxes, the green one and the gray, behind this chat box. So for that, let's create some divs. Uh, we can call them background header. So you can call it anything, but I'm just calling them background header and background body. And now we can start writing the styles for them. So this is for body. Okay. Now we need to add some width, that is 100%, and height is almost, it is you can consider it is around 20% of the entire height. And this is height, this height is 80%. And here let's add some dummy background color. We will change that later. Okay, let's see. Nothing happens yet because at this time there is no height for the parent container. That is why height in percentage is not working. We cannot give this height in percentage. The height in percentage will work only if parent has a fixed height, but we don't have any parent. So that is why instead of percentage, I would recommend to use view height unit. So in CSS, there is a very useful unit that is VH. So let's try that. So that means it will take 20% of the view. It will take the 20% of the height of the view. So this is the view that starts from here and to the bottom. So let's see. Okay, you can see now it is working. But there's another issue that there is a padding around the body. So I guess we need to go to the main global file, that is styles.css. There we can style anything globally. So padding 0. Let's see if that works. I guess that did not work. So I guess we need to add margin maybe. Yeah, we removed the margin and now it is working perfectly fine. Now we need to change the color, and the color should be exactly like the WhatsApp color. So this is how I mostly get the color code. You just go to the inspect element and type color, red, anything, and click on this small box. This will give you a color picker tool. You can take this over any color that you want to pick and click, and this way it has added that color code. You just have to double click here and copy that code and go back to the CSS and paste that color code. Similarly, we need the gray color. So I clicked on the gray and copied the code and pasted for the body in the CSS. Now let's look at the shape. Okay, now it has started to look like a WhatsApp. So after that, we need to create this area. So we can uh, let's think about the name of this container. I'm thinking that the name of this container should be chat container. So let's create another div that would be chat container. And let's go to the SAS file, and here let's design the chat container. So let's look at some better. Okay, this image is better for the container. Okay, so chat container. This. So the height of chat container is around. So we can set height in percentage only if that will work in some cases, like if there is a parent and the height of the parent is fixed, then we can give the height in percentage. But there is another case when if you have set the position of a container in as absolute or fixed, then then percentage height might work, especially in the fixed position. So I'm going to change the height to the fixed for this container. Top 0 pixels, sorry, not 0, that is around 20 pixels. And actually, let's uh, let's adjust its vertical position automatically, and that method is you have to add top 0%, bottom 0%, and then type margin auto. And the width of this container can be around 70% maybe. So let's try that. And height is 90%, I guess. Now let's look. Okay, I did not add any color. That is why I cannot see it. So let's add the white color as a default color. Okay, you can see that is working now, but it is on the left. We need it in the center. For that, we have to type right 0 pixel and left 0 pixels. Let's see. Okay, now it is in perfectly center position. After that, we need to add some shadow and border radius. So let's add the shadow first. Box shadow will work the job, will do the job. And here 2 pixel or 3 pixel, 3 pixel, 3 pixel. So we got shadow, but it is not looking good. So for that, let's reduce these values. I guess we should do them move. Let's see what happens. Uh, let's add in -1 pixels and okay, let's change it to the 5 pixels. Hmm, I guess shed we need to reduce the intensity of the color to the light color. I guess it's better maybe. Uh, yeah, now it is looking better. But the intensity of the shadow is still strong, so let's increase that value and see. Maybe we need to add that gray color in the RGBA. Let's see how it looks like. No, it is not good yet. Hmm. Okay, I guess it is better. Now we need to add the border radius, and according to the picture, it looks like that the border radius is around 3 pixels maybe. So let's see. Yeah, it is looking good now. We should have committed the code when we install the Angular so that we could push all of the files changes when we created a lot of files. So, and these changes about the UI that we are now working on, these should be in another commit. So let's try to commit the changes that was made earlier. So for example, actually let me pull out all of the code and keep the backup here. I want to just undo everything so that I could commit. Okay, so now we have everything. We should create a commit first before proceeding. So here I will type installed Angular. Another thing in the body, in the global style file, we should remove this as well. Installed Angular, and let's commit that and push it. Okay, now let's move all of that code back. Mm, okay, it is saying that you don't have a permission. Anyways, I will look at that. I'm getting my code back to the right position. Similarly, this one should go to the app HTML. Next, I want to try to push my changes to the GitHub. Last time it did not work, so let me try that again. Oh, sorry. Git push origin master. So, unable to access. Okay. Whew. Anyways, I will sort that out later. I will have to log in the terminal so that I could push it. I will push that later. I will keep committing, but I will push at the end, so that does not matter. So now let's see. We have the border radius. We have the box shadow. Next, we need two columns, one and two. So it's a sidebar and second column for displaying the chat. So for that, let's create another div. Let's call that column sidebar, and now we need to create another, and we can call it chat. Okay. Now we need to set the width of every column. For that, let's go to the CSS file, SCSS file, and there let's type chat uh, sidebar, and actually let's add some flex properties. Display flex to the parent and flex direction row and flex basis 30%. Let's try how that works, and let's add some fake color for now. Okay, you can see that sidebar is working perfectly. It is taking its width automatically. So now we can set the proper background color for the sidebar. For the sidebar, background color is already white, so we don't need a background color. But we need our border. We need a border to the right side of the sidebar. So let's remove the background, and instead of that, just add a border right, 1 pixel solid, and this shadow, this color. All right, we have the border on the right side now. After that, we need a header, this one for the sidebar. So let's create another div inside the sidebar, sidebar header, and another div sidebar content. So let's style these new divs. Sidebar header. Before that, we need to add some display flex properties to the parent. Flex this time direction is column, and here we need to add the flex basis. That would be around 40 pixel, I guess. And now we need to add the background color. Okay, it is working, but height is too low, less. So let's try to find out the height. So height is around 67 pixels. Yeah, now it is looking better. Now we need to pick the color code for the header of the sidebar. Okay, we got the color code. Now I'm going to add it here, and let's see how does it look like. Yeah, now it is looking better than before. After that, we need to add this search area. Flex basis, and the height of this search area is around, it is less than the header, so that is why its height is around 50 pixels, I guess. And now we need to pick the background color for the search area as well. So click on this and pick this color. This is a little bit lighter than the header. Okay, now it is looking much better. Now I need to show this message. If there is no message, then it should show something that uh, there is no message yet. You can type any message there. So in the sidebar content, I will create another div and I will call it no conversations. With this, I will add the same text that we have in this picture. All chats are archived. Okay, now we need to add some padding from the top and align it horizontally. For that, let's add the padding top, and the padding is around, I guess, 30 pixels, and text align should be center. Okay, it is in the center and it is showing, but it is looking really bad because we did not change the color and size and font family for the text. So let's try to pick the color for this text. Okay, this is the color, and font size should be, I guess, 20 pixels. And let's see how does it look like. We still need to change the font family. Let's see from the inspect element that which font family looks better on this. I guess this one is better, but this is system UI. I'm not sure this is going to work for every platform. So, so let's use this one. Okay, we have it here, but it is still not looking same. The look and feel is still not so good. Let's try to reduce the font weight. Yeah, this one is better. And the font size, let's compare. I guess font size is little bigger than we want. Let's reduce the font size from 20 to 18 and see how does it look like. I guess it's better than before. Hmm. Another thing that we need border below the search area, and the color of the border should be same that we added for on the right side of the sidebar. So I'm going to copy this line and paste it here, and just we will change from the right to bottom. Let's see. Okay, this is now looking too dark. Instead of hit and trial method, let's just pick the color code for the border and use the exact color so that it could look same. Okay, this and this. Yeah, now it is looking much better. After that, we need to add this search input. So let's add that in the search input box. Let's add the input type text, and we also need to add this placeholder as well. Search or start the new chat. Okay, we have added it, but it is not looking good because we have to style it a lot. So let's do that then. In the search box, we need to style the input. So the width of input should be 90% and border should be something like this one, I guess. Uh, it should be 1 pixel solid, and border radius should be, I guess, 2 pixels. Let's see. Uh, so border is too light. We need to pick that border color. It is too light to pick easily. It is very hard and tricky to pick this color. Let's see if that works. And also the height is around 80%, I guess. The border radius too less. And the border radius should be around 10 pixel, I guess. Uh, I guess 10 pixel. I guess 10 pixel is too much. So let's change it to the 7. Better. Now we need to align it to the vertically and horizontally center. For that, let me think. Display flex, align item center, and justify content center. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that did the job. Now we need to increase the padding, or actually the height is too much. It is taking 80% of the parent, but still it is not looking good. Let's change it to the 60% and see. I guess it's better. Instead of 60, let's do it to the 70. And width, about the width, I guess width is fine, but there should be padding inside the input. Something happened. The padding, it did not like the padding. Oh, mm, padding left 10 pixels. If I want to increase the padding, let's see, let's make it 30 and see. Uh, we need to subtract the 30 pixels from the 90%. For that, we will add the calc function. Okay, so now it is perfectly center, but the color of the placeholder is not what we need. We need a different color for the placeholder, so that is why. Let's pick that color as well, so that we could use it for our placeholder. Placeholder, okay, color this. Now let's see if that did the job or not. I don't think so that it did the job because it is not same. Let's see if red works. So the red is not working. That means placeholder is not working. So let's try to add and operator. Yeah, now it is working. So okay, now it is the color is same that we need, but it is too bold. We need to reduce the font weight. And other than that, I guess everything is fine. We just now need to add the search icon. There are several ways to add the search icon. We can uh, either use a picture for the search icon, or we can add any third-party library like Angular Material also provides us a list of icons, and Bootstrap also provides us. But let me really quickly find the search icon from the Google. Hmm. We need a transparent icon. Hmm. I guess this should work. Let's try this one. Save image, and I will save it to the project assets folder. In the source, there is assets folder. So I will create another folder there, and I will call it images, and I will name this file as a search icon. Okay, now we got the search icon. So I will add that search icon here. Okay, it is too big, but for now I'm going to reduce the size from the HTML. It is still too big. I'm going to reduce it to the 10 pixels, and let's see, 10 pixel is too small, I guess now. So let's change it to the 13 pixel and see. Yeah, little better. Now we need to style this image so that it could show inside the input. For that, we can add position, absolute, and left 20 pixels or 40 pixels, 30 pixels. Yeah, I guess 30 is fine. Uh, okay, let's use these styles in the CSS file. And we also need to increase the padding on the left side. That should be 40 and also 40 here as well. Uh, I guess we should have a little more of space. Hmm, better. But the border around the input, it does not look same. It is too light. Let's try to make it little more dark. So here, let's slide down this icon to make it little dark. Uh, okay, better. Uh, Next, we need to remove this highlight thing. When you click, it highlights the input. That does not look good at all. So that is called outline none. Okay, you can see that now it is not showing that outline. So you can see that we have created this part, and this is looking better than before. So we will continue working on this in the next part. For now, this is all that I wanted to show you in this part. In the next upcoming part, I will continue from here and will complete this layout. So there's one really good thing that you can see that after adding this header, the border radius has gone and the bottom border radius is still working, but from the top border radius is not working. For that, we need to add something overflow hidden that will remove that issue. So now it is looking normal. So that's all for now. If you liked my video, if you think this is useful for you and you got something, you understood something from my video, then please don't forget to like, comment, share, and also don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any videos from me in future. You will get notification for all of my videos. So thank you for watching my video. See you soon in the next episode. Take care. Bye.